Trying to get rid of belly fat, love handles, or thigh fat can feel insanely frustrating, almost like your body is working against you. And honestly, that's because you've been sold a lie. Spot reduction doesn't exist. No amount of planks, side bends, or so-called miracle creams can melt fat from one specific area. If that nonsense actually worked, we'd all have six-packs just from laughing at bad fitness advice. At this point, the fitness industry could rebrand itself from a yellow dude to a yellow clown. But here's the good news, losing stubborn fat is possible, once you understand how fat loss really works. Fat doesn't disappear from one area at a time. When you lose fat, it comes off your entire body as a whole. And the order in which it disappears? That's decided by your genetics, not your workout routine. Some people notice their face slimming down first. Others see changes in their arms or legs. But there's one rule that applies to everyone, the fat you hate the most is usually the last to leave. This is where most people mess up. They start eating better, exercising, doing everything right, but their problem area doesn't change fast enough. They assume something is wrong. They get discouraged. And they quit. Not because the plan wasn't working, but because they didn't give it enough time. So before you give up, let's break down why fat loss works this way, and what you actually need to do to finally see results. Here's how it actually works, and what you can do to move the process along. And no, the real secret isn't what most people expect. You don't get to choose where fat comes off first. Trying to target fat loss is like trying to drain a swimming pool by deciding which corner the water level should drop from. That's not how it works. When your body burns fat, it does it system-wide, everywhere at once, just in different proportions. For men, stubborn fat usually hangs on around the stomach and love handles. Apparently, evolution decided that a dad bod deserved special protection. For women, it's more often the hips, thighs, and glutes. And then there's face and neck fat, because no one is truly safe. Ever gained just a little weight and suddenly your face looks fuller overnight? Exactly. It's like your body sends out a public announcement that you've been enjoying life a bit too much. All of this comes down to genetics. Your body has favorite places to store fat, and unfortunately, those same places are the last ones to let it go. It's annoying, but it's also normal. So let's simplify this. The only way to actually lose fat, especially the stubborn kind, is to understand what truly drives fat loss in the first place. Stubborn fat only disappears when all fat comes down. There's no shortcut around it. No exercise, cream, wrap, or detox tea can override human biology. At the end of the day, fat loss comes from a calorie deficit, burning more calories than you eat, or eating less than you burn. Same equation, different approach. One feels like training with intention, the other feels like negotiating with portion sizes every meal. And this is where most people completely lose the plot. They expect their problem area to shrink first. It won't. It shrinks last. In the beginning, you'll notice changes in places you don't even care about. Your face looks leaner, your arms slim down, maybe even your calves. Meanwhile, the belly, hips, or thighs seem untouched. That's normal. Nothing is broken. But impatience kicks in. Weeks go by, the mirror isn't showing what you want to see, and you quit. Not because fat loss isn't happening, but because it's not happening where you want it yet. That impatience is why most people fail, not lack of effort. Here's the smarter play. Since you can't choose where fat comes off, you can choose what's underneath it. Build muscle in the areas you're insecure about. This doesn't magically burn fat faster in that spot, but as overall fat drops, muscle gives that area shape, firmness, and definition, making the change noticeable much sooner. If you're struggling with stubborn fat, the answer isn't doing more tricks, it's playing the long game correctly. If belly fat is your biggest insecurity, train your abs, not to burn the fat, but to build a strong, defined core underneath it. When the fat finally comes off, definition is already there waiting. Holding fat in your legs? Train your legs. Build muscle so they look powerful and athletic as the fat drops. And if your face looks puffy, sorry, there's no magical face workout. Unless you count aggressively chewing gum, which, spoiler alert, does absolutely nothing. The only fix there is continued fat loss. Here's the formula that actually works: a calorie deficit combined with strength training. That's the fastest, most reliable way to lose stubborn fat. It won't happen overnight, and anyone promising instant results is selling you fantasy, not fitness. But if you stay consistent, it will happen. Fat loss is simple, but it's not easy. The science is straightforward, the patience is the hard part. You can lose stubborn fat, but only if you stick with a calorie deficit long enough for your body to give up its favorite storage spots. Most people quit right before the results finally show up. Don't be that person. And no, we don't have a diet guide. What we do have is the calisthenics playbook, designed to help you build real strength and unlock impressive skills like one-arm push-ups. And by the time you're done, your physique will look so much better, you might even forgive us for not giving you a diet guide.